One of the great things about ANPC as a collaborative innovation precinct is that you can actually do the clinical trials with the participants or the patients, as well as the heavy chemistry. Tell me about how that unique opportunity here at ANPC, really lets you push the boundaries.
I guess this actually become really fantastic platform because we have the analytical power, as you said, that is available, coupled with the connection with the CRC, where they introduce us to the relevant industry, where they can tell us specifically what are the issues or problem that they currently encounter, and then for us as a research scientist, how we can use our technique to help them to address that issue. Because the first thing that we as a researcher want to do is to perform the kind of research that will have a direct benefit to the consumer or the industry, and that helps us in terms of our translation angle of that work. So that part of the work really works well, and because the bread and butter of our research work pretty much start from understanding what happened to the food that we eat, are they giving us the health benefit, and our technology have been standardized, validated to a way that we have been running thousands and thousands of samples to evaluate biological specimen, and the kind of information that we obtain is also much richer compared to traditional methods. We can give you 112 different parameters. What it means is that we can tell you what type of the LDL or the HDL, the good and the bad cholesterol, how they affect you. And so it's much more information, and because where we are sitting, we can collaborate with the clinician directly to get access to patient, as well as getting the community support by recruiting general public, potential volunteers. So it's enrich the scientific work that we are doing, not just about the food, but what's the health impact.
That's fantastic. The other thing that you're doing in the complete other direction is you're actually building a bridge with industry. So I've been on a tour and seen all of the very, very expensive and high-tech NMR equipment, but you're also connecting that for industry with small bench scale. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
The bench scale instrument, we pretty much adopting it from analysis of food to human. The whole principle is that, yes, we have all those very expensive instruments, and which means that you will need to pay for specialists to maintain them, special equipment to make sure that the instrument run properly, and then the data that we generated would be very difficult to understand unless you have undergone specific training. So what we have done, the approach that we're doing is that we use this high-end instrument giving us the information that we want, and then once we know what is the marker, let's call it something, a molecule that I'm interested to evaluate, to look at it, if that's the compound that making the difference, then we transfer it to what you call it as a benchtop instrument, which means that those instrument is very easy to use. They sit on top of a bench, and all you need to do is plug in and analyze it, and it will just tell you the result on that particular compound. So it's getting rid of all those other informations that we don't need, but tell us very quickly, does my sample contain inulin? And it will just say yes or no, giving you as an example.
That is fantastic. So that allows industry to be able to do real-time analysis at the manufacturing site.
Correct.
And be connected to a world-class facility here in Perth.
Yeah, and then the analysis that we've done will be validated properly as well, and quite a lot of the work that we are doing is actually in collaborations with the analytical instrument and manufacturer. So they are also very keen to work with us because that will help them to make the applications of the instrument even wider as well.